Analyze Trends is compliance software for a specific operational decision, examines regulatory patterns and emerging themes across multiple sources to identify significant shifts in compliance requirements. This video explains what the tool does, why the workflow matters, and how the output becomes useful decision evidence. At quarantadue.ai, every MCP workflow starts from the real tool interface, not from a generic prompt. The goal is simple. Keep the expert in control while the system structures the evidence. Inputs, reasoning, and outputs stay connected in one reviewable flow. Now the results become easier to compare, easier to review, and easier to explain. The problem is that compliance teams often manage this workflow with scattered inputs, inconsistent review rules, and manual interpretation. Analyze Trends narrows that process into a repeatable model so teams can compare cases without rebuilding the logic each time. Analyze Trends starts with a defined input contract. Typical inputs include regulatory sources monitored, analysis timeframe, high-impact regulatory changes, change velocity, and thematic overlap. Keeping these fields explicit reduces ambiguity and makes every run easier to audit. The workflow then applies Calculate Regulatory Momentum Index by combining change velocity, time period, and high-impact changes. Normalize to a 0-100 scale representing acceleration of regulatory change. Calculate Thematic Convergence Index by assessing the degree of alignment across regulatory sources based on thematic overlap and number of sources. Normalize to a 0-100 scale. Calculate change criticality as the normalized rate of high-impact changes per source per month. And calculate Composite Compliance Pressure Score by combining regulatory momentum, thematic convergence, and business impact weighting. Normalize to a 0-100 risk assessment scale. This keeps the process deterministic, reviewable, and aligned with how compliance teams actually make decisions. Analyze Trends returns structured outputs such as compliance pressure score, regulatory momentum, thematic convergence, change criticality rate, and compliance pressure level. These outputs are designed to support review, reporting, comparison, and follow-up actions. The value of Analyze Trends is not just automation. It is a controlled way to turn repeated compliance work into a documented business process with clear inputs, transparent logic, and reusable outputs.